This image illustrates a really powerful use case of AI in research and in policy, and I'm going to explain why. But first of all, what is going on here? So this is a thermal image of elephants that are crossing in Tamil Nadu, and basically what typically happens for those who aren't aware, in India you can typically lose 16 to 18 elephants each year due to train strikes. Now that is where the hits the elephant and unfortunately either causes a critical injury, often leading to the animal having to be euthanized, or where you have DOAs. Now, you have the impact on the elephant as well as the railway infrastructure because any impact to the track, the train, and potentially to the passengers is obviously a consequence of these strikes. As well as this, you also have situations where, for those who aren't aware, elephants take 18 to 22 months on average to gestate, so to effectively go from conception to where they have a young calf. And equally, it then takes about 10 years for them to reach maturity. So it has a long term impact on the herd as well, because effectively you can't replace these individuals particularly quickly. So, therefore, any individual lost will have a detrimental impact on the herd and overall on the species. But one of the things that's happening here and on this particular area of the track, what you're seeing is the AI is effectively recognizing that elephants are by the track. The Forestry Commission can then inform the train operator and the train driver that there's elephants on the track, that they need to have it slowed down, they need to stop entirely, and the Forestry Commission can then go out and effectively hurry the elephants up a bit or to adjust some form of behavior, whether that be the elephants or the trains, to basically ensure that there is no collisions or strikes in those environments. Now, this also has a way of having less disruption on the elephant's typical routes, so it doesn't have the overall behavioral impact that by disrupting them by trains being going through their habitat and their ranges, be able to go about their normal behaviors with as minimal impact as possible. But the reason why this is so beneficial is because rather than someone having to stand there and monitor these cameras or to review them and to then inform their operators, it can be very quickly looked at by this camera that's recognizing elephants going back and forth across this track. And by rolling out more and more of these cameras, it puts in a position where it can not only potentially notice elephants, but it could also notice other animals in the future. Now, just imagine where you could have the case where this technology could be rolled out for road and rail to inform drivers and operators of vehicles that they could slow down or change their behavior, be fatalities or injuries to those potential animals, but also reduce injury to passengers, operators, and drivers of vehicles because they can effectively slow down and adjust their behavior to avoid those strikes entirely. What do you think?